Royal fans criticised the Sussexes for holding hands while leaving a service honouring Queen Elizabeth II. Yesterday, members of the royal family walked behind the Queen's coffin during a procession from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Hall, where the coffin will lie in state until the funeral on September the 19th. The royal family remained at Westminster Hall for a 20-minute service before exiting the building and being escorted off the premises. However, following the service, some critics began calling out Prince Harry and Meghan Markle for holding hands while leaving the service. The royal family leave our beloved Queen in Westminster Hall with grace and dignity, except for Harry and Meghan, who just have to hold hands like two lovesick teenagers. They really get on my nerves, one social media user wrote. Another added, they can't keep their hands to their sides for 2 seconds to mourn the Queen, as if Meghan would care anyway, though unsurprising as they never fail to disrespect the protocol and the Queen. Cassandra Lane commented, if she believes that the way she holds hands with Harry is a good image, she's projecting, demonstrating how incredibly loving they are, in contrast to the stiff, unromantic Catherine and William. She's incredibly off. But then, we knew that already, didn't we? She has very little self-awareness. She cannot imagine that she can ever be wrong. Her grabbing, clutching, sometimes with both her hands, hanging on for dear life, even twisting his arm so she can get a good grip on him, looks desperate and phony and just plain weird. She's far too old for this kind of performance. That's what it is, a performance, and a bad one at that. The fourth said, I've already said that Harry and Meghan are a disgrace. This holding hands as if they're 13-year-olds is shameful at a gathering like this. No respect for anyone. There is a place and time to hold hands, not in this way, not at this gathering, as if one of them will get lost if they don't hold hands. I really can't wait for them to go away. People are crying a very important person, the Queen, and they're making a spectacle of themselves. One pointed out, their choice. They've been disrespectful to the Queen's life's work while she was alive, so they obviously see no problem continuing to be disrespectful at her ceremonial laying in state. Moreover, Lady Colin Campbell has slammed Meghan Markle for her supposedly distasteful behaviour. Lady C began her takedown of Meghan and slammed, I'm referring to the megalomaniac, Meghan, who is obviously posing. Quite frankly, I would have loved to have been a fly in the wall with Sophie Wessex and her because Sophie's face was set in stone and Meghan was like a mannequin. I mean, she was completely wrapped up in herself and caught up in her own world and posing. I mean, it was actually embarrassing. It was so dreadful, putting aside the fact that they have to clutch each other like teenagers or dogs on heat. Just her demeanour was so unnatural. Everybody else's demeanour can be seen as emotional. Hers can be seen as nothing but arrogant and self-regard, and quite frankly, as far as I was concerned, tasteless. Meanwhile, Meghan and Harry fan tweeted, people falling over themselves to criticise Prince Harry and Meghan for holding hands on their way out of the ceremony, but not noticing Zara and Mike doing the same. Since when was comforting your husband banned? Zara Tyndall, daughter of Princess Anne, held hands with her husband Mike Tyndall. No controversy at all. First, find out their names. It's Zara Phillips and Mike Tyndall in the line of succession. She's called Mrs. Michael Tyndall, and she is 20th in line. She's not a working royal, she's a private person, who does not hold titles, unlike Harry, who is Duke of Sussex, and who is walking behind the King and Prince of Wales.